Have you ever noticed that the wealthiest people you know do not actually look wealthy? They drive 10-year-old Toyotas, wear simple clothes, and live in modest homes that do not scream for attention. Meanwhile, people drowning in debt are posting luxury vacations on social media and pulling up in leased German cars they cannot afford. Here is the truth that nobody wants to tell you in this year of 2026.
They lied to you. Real wealth is not about looking rich. Real wealth is about being rich.
And there is a massive, life-altering difference between the two. Warren Buffett still lives in the house he bought in 1958 for $31,500. Mark Zuckerberg wears the same gray t-shirt every day to save his brain power for decisions that actually matter. These are not accidents or quirks of eccentric billionaires. They are following a set of invisible rules that keep money flowing into their accounts instead of bleeding out through 1,000 tiny leaks. Today, I am sharing 7 minimalist rules that silently build wealth while everyone else is busy looking successful and staying broke. If you have ever felt like money slips through your fingers no matter how hard you work, you are not alone. The world is designed to keep you in that cycle, but you can break it today. Let us start with the first rule that changes the very foundation of how you live. Rule 1 is 1 in, 2 out. The average American home today has over 300,000 items in it. 300,000 things that require your space, your mental energy, and your time to clean, organize, and maintain. Most people cannot even tell you what is at the back of their own closets or in those boxes in the garage. We keep buying, we keep adding, and we keep filling every corner of our lives with more stuff. And then we wonder why we are always stressed and always feeling like we are drowning in chaos. We have been trained to believe that more equals better. More clothes, more gadgets, and more of everything. But the truly wealthy know a secret that changes everything. There is an ancient teaching that says, before you bring anything new into your life, you must first remove the old to make space for new blessings to flow in. It is not just about physical space. It is about creating room for abundance. When your life is cluttered with things you do not need, there is no space left for what truly matters. Here is the rule that millionaires follow religiously. For every one thing you buy, you must remove 2 things you already own. This simple rule creates a conscious buying habit that most people never develop in their entire lives. Suddenly, that impulse purchase does not look so attractive when you realize what you will have to give up for it. Every item you own has a hidden cost. It costs you time to maintain it, mental energy to think about it, and space to store it. That $20 impulse buy is never just $20. It is hours of your life managing something you never really needed in the first place. Start small this week. Go to your closet, and if you buy 1 new shirt, donate 2 that you have not worn in 6 months. Watch what happens to your mind when your space feels cleaner. You will start seeing money differently, not as something to spend, but as something to protect. Real abundance comes from removing the excess that has been weighing you down all along. Rule 2 is the 30-day rule. In 2026, we are being hunted by algorithms that are smarter than ever before. When you scroll through your phone at night, you see something, and instantly your brain screams that you need it right now. 2 clicks later, it is ordered, and 30 days later, you have forgotten you even bought it. This habit is costing the average household over $5,400 every single year. That is, money just evaporating because of a split-second feeling of desire. Benjamin Franklin once said that a penny saved is a penny earned. But in modern times, money disappears with a simple fingerprint or face scan. There is no pain, no hesitation, and no moment to think. The wealthy understand that every purchase is emotional, not logical. We buy things to fill voids, to feel better, or to keep up with neighbors. To break this, you must implement the 30-day rule. Every time you want to buy something that is not an absolute necessity, you must write it down and wait exactly 30 days. No exceptions. You will find that 80% of the things you thought you desperately needed will no longer interest you after the month is up. The desire just vanishes. The new gadget that was supposed to change your life becomes just another piece of plastic in your mind. In 1 year, this single habit can save you $12,000 or more. Real success is having the discipline to let that emotional wave pass without opening your wallet. Rule 3 is quality over quantity. How many times have you bought the cheapest option only to replace it 3 months later? You think you are saving money, but you are actually bleeding it. Those $40 shoes you buy every few months add up to hundreds of dollars a year. Meanwhile, a pair of $200 quality boots could last you 5 years or more. The wealthy do not hunt for deals or discounts. They ask one question: what is the cost per use? An expensive coat you wear 500 times is far cheaper than a cheap one that falls apart after 10 wears. Quality is always cheaper in the long run. True luxury is not buying constantly. True luxury is buying once and forgetting about it. Before every purchase, ask yourself if you will still be using this item in 5 years. If the answer is no, do not buy it or invest in the version that will actually last. One quality pan beats 5 cheap ones that warp and scratch. One solid knife beats a drawer full of dull blades that cannot cut a tomato. When you own quality things, you feel better, you stress less, and your money stays in your pocket. Rule 4 is the one category rule. Open your kitchen cabinets right now and count how many coffee makers or water bottles you see. How many gadgets are gathering dust? We collect duplicates as if they are going to save us someday. But every single duplicate is money that could be working for you in an investment account. The wealthy follow a rule that sounds extreme, but is incredibly effective. Own only one of each category. One good pan, one quality knife, and one reliable coffee maker. When you own only one quality item, you take care of it, you maintain it, and you respect it. It is the backup mentality that keeps most people broke because it justifies buying cheap junk. Mastery comes from depth, not breadth. One deep relationship beats 10 shallow ones, and one quality possession beats 10 cheap alternatives. Identify every category where you have duplicates and get rid of the extras. Keep only the best and let the rest go. Rule 5 is the 24-hour media fast. Every advertisement you see is engineered by psychologists to make you feel incomplete. They want you to feel that you are not happy enough, not successful enough, or not attractive enough. And they tell you that the cure is to just click buy now. Every scroll and every swipe is a calculated attack on your wealth. We are in a constant state of manufactured dissatisfaction. They take one full day each week where they completely unplug from shopping apps and social media. When you unplug, the urge to buy things disappears because the noise stops. Contentment is the greatest wealth. You cannot feel satisfied with what you have if you are constantly being shown what you do not have. Delete. You will see that your good life is actually enough when you stop comparing it to someone else's highlight reel. Rule 6 is the annual subscription audit. Right now, money is probably automatically leaving your bank account for things you do not even use. The average person pays over $200 every single month in subscriptions. But most people can only name about half of what they are paying for. The rest is just bleeding out silently month after month. The wealthy audit every single recurring charge at the start of every year. If they have not used a service weekly, it is gone. Mark every single recurring charge and ask yourself if you used it in the last 7 days. If the answer is no, cancel it today. Wealth is not what you earn. It is what you keep. Every subscription you are not using is freedom you are giving away for free. Rule 7 is the replace, don't add philosophy. Walk into any garage and you will likely see boxes of stuff that nobody remembers buying. Some people think about that. Paying thousands of dollars a year to store things that are worth almost nothing. The wealthy understand that every possession costs you space and mental energy. Your life has a capacity, and when you exceed it, your possessions start owning you. Follow the philosophy of replace, don't add. When something breaks, you replace it. But you never just add to the collection for the sake of having more. If it does not fit in your home, you do not need it. True wealth is needing less, not having more. It is walking through your home and knowing that everything there has a purpose and brings you value. Never pay someone else to store things that you do not love enough to keep in your own living space. Now you know the 7 minimalist rules that the quiet rich follow to stay free. These habits create massive financial freedom, while the rest of the world is trapped in a spending cycle. But do not try to do all 7 at once, because that is how most people fail. Pick just one rule to start this week. Maybe it is the 30-day rule, or maybe it is auditing your subscriptions. One small shift creates the momentum you need to change your life. If you are ready to stop looking rich and start being rich, make the choice today. Remember that wealth whispers while poverty shouts. Every dollar you do not waste today is a piece of freedom you buy for your future self. The choice is yours, and your future is watching. Make it count.